We've gone Hot Metal, JPX919. We're going to play 3 holes down on the camera as usual. Dan, hello. Chrome alloy. It's one piece of construction. There's dampening holes. There's all going on with this one. Let's get Hot Metal in JPX19. Let's get stuck in. Pull around the start and down.
Okay.
Little blow offset. You start to see a little bit of the club out the back, and this is gonna make a sound because we're into chrome alloy now, not your forged bullet steel stuff. Oh yeah, this is friendly. Well, I've just hung it to the right, but I mean it's such a good launch for a 4-iron. That. Don't know what bunker that's in.
Bunker up there.
See it go up?
Couldn't see that. Yeah, that's
just
gone
shot up in the air.
Up.
Chunky monkeys. How's that offset treat? Yeah.
It's quite offset now, isn't it?
That's scary. You see a little bit out the back.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a medium to thicker top line. It's what you see out the back in the longer irons. And that offset that's going to get in your grill a bit, isn't it?
That's got some history, that.
4-iron.
Right. That sounded lovely when you hit that.
It's definitely, you know, you start talking long irons.
Yeah.
It's kind of everything you want, really.
I like that sound with the long iron, you know. It's the sound of help in my eyes.
Yeah. Oh, you've gone low ball.
Well, I'd call that a little bit out the bottom.
Yeah, that's right. It's a nice shot, drawn into the middle.
Shot out there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did well for a bottom hit, indeed. Very
bullet
well.
ball.
Bullet ball, indeed.
Little scuttle. So you've got 83 of your Bushnell yards.
I'm going to use the pitching wedge in the set, which obviously all the terms hot metal and power and speed now frighten me. But to be honest with you, as chunky wedges go, nice shape, not too chunky, it looks okay, and obviously you don't see any of the back because of the loft. You start getting a more refined club, even though you are still getting hot metal help. Right, can I feel a distance is the question.
That looked like it came out really hot.
I don't know if that's good or a bit long.
Don't know. Not sure if I can see that down there.
Lovely strike. I mean, I feel like that's the right distance, but that says nothing with my wedges, even if I've got my bladed ones. You've got the universal gap wedge thing.
Yeah.
So this is a gap wedge. Basically, we've shown it in other videos, which is kind of almost going with any set, really. It's rounded. It's got some help, but it's got no specific branding apart from 919 on the back.
Just got quad cut grooves,
Yeah,
that's all
so
it's got.
It's like precision mill groove stuff.
Right, 70 yards, 68 yards uphill. Just a nice little one of these, isn't it? 3/4 one of these.
You got to go? Might be alright.
I think that would be okay. So when they say hot metal, they mean hot and long. It's a nice little rare sight, sit behind the trees, a bit stymied here with this pin. Oh, friendly little bounce, here it comes.
Wanted a little bit more of a grabber there, you know?
Yeah. You had to go with that little gap wedge there again, didn't you?
It's nice, it's nice.
Really universal, that thing.
That wedge didn't feel like I hit it that far.
It did look like it went when you hit it though. Bang.
I don't want hot metal. This is where, again, how many people, and it's not enough, and more companies need to be given more clubs. You try the 6 irons, 7 irons, and you love the fact that you're hitting them 10 yards further. Got to make sure it works when you get down the bottom end as well.
Mark putting out, I'm just there, look.
Kind of needs to go in, doesn't it?
Yeah, you need to pop this one in.
Got 2-4.
This is slightly, maybe pretty flat this putt. Just off of his left side. Not moving, is it? Pick it up.
Not even hard enough.
Pick that up. So is that one up to me then,
Yeah,
I think?
you can have the 2. Let's have a birdie.
Should we have a birdie?
It's a very good control of the distance on the gap wedge from Dan.
Yeah,
Can he
felt
tap
like
it
you could
in
with that
for
one.
the birdie?
Ooh.
Pick it up, one up, two to play. You
Right
see the sound ribs in there, Dan?
Yeah, let's have a little dig, shall we?
So they're giving you better kind of vibration sound, which is then interpret and feel. It's a one-piece construction.
Okay.
It makes it surprisingly hotter, I think they say, but I mean lots of clubs have gone more the one-piece route, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean for me it's a power bat with stronger loft, so I think it still pushes up in the air, and we'll look at the numbers. I think it's a power bat that pushes the ball up in the air while delivering chrome Mizuno semi-loveliness.
Yeah.
So you've got to want chunky to brutalise your Mizuno this way, but I understand why it's there. Do you know what I mean? I understand why that club exists.
I do, yeah. It definitely has a big market.
I mean, every company has the strong lofted version, as close as they can make it look to a nice looking club that they can get out there, really.
Slight dampener in the back there, would you say?
Oh no, I think this is what this is all about.
Okay.
These slots. 178 uphill, hitting 5 irons. Dan's one up with a good control of distance on that last one. Is it up? Because it's a good shot.
Sure.
Yeah, it's sure. How did you hit it?
I thought I hit that really well.
There you go.
Felt like Rory McIlroy in that then for a minute. I think you should hit 5 so we can have a chip off.
Yeah, let's do 5s. Because you're practicing your chip and runs today.
Yeah, we chip and run with the hot metal ones as well.
I'm going to hit this hard because I'm not reaching if you hit that.
I think
half
there's
a club to a club shorter than you on iron.
little puff of wind up there, I think, into.
Yeah.
Gone after it, just left it out there a bit.
And it stayed there.
Oh, it's up though.
Yeah, see, I'm strong, me, you know.
Did you strike that right?
Yeah, I struck it well. I just tried to turn it. I mean, I didn't turn. I think if I did get the turn, it would have been perfect. I mean, that's where clubs like that, you do feel like you can just brutalise them. It's the contradiction between the wedge shot to that shot that I would have to really balance in my head to play golf with them.
Yeah.
Dan's going to go for the 7-iron chip and run again, just wants to feel how much feel he can get off a hot metal face. I will be putting mine just off the green there. It's another good chip and run, Dan. Pick it up, very good indeed. You've got no problem hitting the soft ones with that, have you?
I was expecting that to come off really tinny and hot.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Done well, yeah.
So Mark going with the 7-iron as well here. I don't see him using 7-irons an awful lot when we're playing, but it's just nice when you get out there to just have a little play with these clubs to chip with, get a feel. It's not just about hitting them hard from a simulator. Go! Yeah, that's a good shot. Would you give me that?
Yeah, I'd give you that.
You'd give me that, wouldn't you?
I would definitely give you that.
You can have that. Yeah, well done. Get up and down. How did that feel off the face?
Yeah, fine.
Chip with?
Fine. I tend to dead my chip and runs anyway, like hit the toe.
Yeah.
So I'm killing it myself.
Yeah, I think that was very playable, that one.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 up, 1 to go, Dan.
1 up with 1 to go.
Maybe this is your answer. You need some JPX Hot Metal in your life.
I do like them. I do like them.
They're too chunky and offset for you, aren't they? Par 3, downwind. 1 what?
156. We've got 156.
Yeah, good club. Oh, he's tugged it. There's the offset for you. That's what gets in your head, isn't it?
Pick off that bank. It's a long putt, that. That's one of those little putting territory areas, you know?
It is like indeed, isn't it?
Putt area.
It's all of this for me then, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wanted to try and cut that in. I just kept it out left.
That looks pretty good. I wouldn't say this club has kind of changed over the years in its looks. Because I used to use JPX EZs, apart from the colourway.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a massive difference.
They do look nice with that little bit of chrome, don't they?
Yeah, the chrome is nice.
Oh, he's gone pin seeking.
Wind off the left or something.
Oh.
That surprises me, that.
He didn't need to be doing that.
1 to go. That's not the shot, is it?
No, no. Unlucky. Bit of short game though.
Yeah.
So he's chipping again. He's got a little bit of...
The right club.
Yeah, it was the right club, that. Just went a bit hungry, didn't he? One down. Went looking at that pin. Oh, he's played a nice shot. Yeah, you can pick that one up. That's a great shot. Well done. Nice to see your chipping coming on.
That was my wedge.
Was it your wedge?
2 putts for it, Dan. 2 putts and you need to be hot metaling your game.
That's what I need in my life. Hot metal.
2 putts and I reckon we need to see you hot metaling. Just to let you know, if you do 2 putt this over the 3 video series, if anyone's watched all 3 of these videos, we've drawn again. It's relentlessly boring, isn't it? Right, long putt for Dan. I got visions on a 3 putt here, I really have. Oh, that's quality. Pick it up.
Good half, wasn't it? Over the series.
So that's a good win. Let's go and do the old numbers. I'm interested to see the numbers on these kids as well. Hot metal, Dan. Should we see what your numbers are with the hot metal?
Let's have a little look at this.
You did seem to like this one out there.
I like the sound of this one.
What are we seeing then? Are we seeing hot metal?
We're seeing hotness.
So we see the spin drop down to almost 800 revs less than you would get with a more appropriate lofted and weighted club.
Yep.
So similar to what you would play Titleist CB, or if you were in the JPX range, you'd probably be between the forged and the tour.
Definitely, yeah.
We see 34 peak height, which is similar, not really much higher to what you were getting with other more bladed versions, and then a 172 average carry topping out at 177, launching at 18 degrees.
It's very low spin.
For a 7-iron, that's out there.
Yeah. It's 6-iron, isn't it? That's where my 6-iron would definitely sit.
Yes, it's basically a 6-iron.
Yeah. Which
Which we know from the lofts and from doing this for...
Yeah.
So it's really, if you want to compromise spin when you get to the ends, both ends of your clubs. So for 5-iron's your longest iron, do you want to compromise spin that much when you get there? And then if you're coming down to 9-irons, do you want to give it away when you're in the dewy grass and those kind of things?
Yeah.
And I would argue most amateurs don't think about it that way. They just think, you know, they're just thinking if it goes bomb miles, that's great for them. And maybe that's the case, which is why you've got to go and test. It's hot metal, it's chunky. As chunky clubs go, I think it's one of the better lookers you can get. Yeah, it's what it is. It's an offset chunky iron.
Yeah, I think you just got to be careful if you were looking at possibly comboing this set. The reason I say that is because it's a big jump that's gone. You know, you could be carrying up to your 7-iron, let's say, and then you'd probably have to put the 7-iron in, so you'd be carrying like two 7-irons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously it's going to jump. It's a club longer, this 7-iron, to those ones down there that we've seen before. Yeah, be careful when you're comboing these.
And then my point as well with these, which I'll do more of a video on it as we go, and we tested this a bit. So they pop the ball up in the air and they give you height, which gives you stopping distance and stopping power over what people think spin. Don't think of spin for stopping power, think of spin more for distance control. So flyers are low spin balls, that's where they go further. We don't like flyers. Good players and most golfers don't want flyers, but obviously low spinning irons can give you flyers more, like at certain ends. The other thing as well, if you want to pop the ball up in the air, which I've said this before, why take loft away? When I teach Fanula, my daughter, who I like to give her a launch, she's a junior golfer, 13 years old, she's not banging it miles in the air, I'm constantly putting loft in her hand, not taking it away. So again, it's that kind of compromise between loft, style, terms like hot metal that I want you to go and test, and post again comments, let me know what you come up with, you love the hotness or not. This club does what it does. I think out the JPX Forge range, you know, look at the JPX, range, not the Forge range, the JPX range. Look at the forged model as well if you're testing this one. The tour might stretch you a bit in emotions, but definitely look at the forged model as well as this, because it might be a bit more consistent throughout the bag. Post comments down below. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.